Assalamu alaikum, sir. This is Nazmul Hasan. My ID number is 211143285. Um, Thank you, sir, for giving me this chance. Now I am going to present my presentation, and today's my presentation topic is consumer decision making process. Now I am going to present my presentation here. First of all, I want to explain about consumer behavior. The process a consumer user to make purchase decision as well as to use and dispose of purchase goods or services also includes factors that influence purchase decision and the product use. um, the second thing is five factors influencing decision. There are five factors what actually influencing the decision of consumer mind. Number one, level of consumer involvement. Number two, length of time to make decision. Number three, cost of goods or services. Number four, degree of information search. And number five, number of alternative consideration. There are some extensive problem solving, limited problem solving, and routinized response behavior. Now I'm going to explain the extensive problem solving. When consumer have no established criteria for evaluating a product or have not narrowed their choice, then they are in extensive problem solving. At this level, the consumer needs a great deal of information to establish a set of criteria on which to judge a specific brand and a corresponding large amount of information concerning each of the brands to be considered. If I show an example here, like used while buying expensive, important, or technically complicated product or services. And the second thing is limited problem solving. At this level, consumer have already established the basic criteria for evaluating the product category. When established prepared categories, their search for additional information is more like fine tuning. They must gather additional brand information or discrimination among the various brands. Example is like usually used when purchasing a new update version of something, replacing something old with something new. And the another point is routinized response behavior. At this level, consumers have some experience with the product category and well established set of criteria with which to evaluate the brand they are considering. They may search for a small amount of additional information. Actually, routinized response behavior implies there little need for additional information, like day-to-day decision. It can be day-to-day decision. Four views of consumer decision making. There are four views of consumer decision making, and the one is an economic views, a passive views, a cognitive view, and an emotional view. An economic view, there are rational in the economic sense, aware of all available product alternatives, able to identify best alternatives. uh, the passive view says irrational, impulsive, depending on promotions. And cognitive view, information processor, either recep- receptive or active, information overload, exposure. And the emotional views is joy, feel, love, hope, sexuality, magic with certain purses. There are another thing is consumer decision making process. Here I am showing you, sir, on the consumer decision making process. There are culture, social, individual, and psychological factors which affect all steps. Need recognition, need information search, need evaluation of alternatives, purchase, and post purchase behavior also. To discuss about recognition of unfulfilled wants. When a current product is not performing properly, when a consumer is running out of a product, when another product seems superior to the one currently used, then the customer behavior, consumer behavior will unfulfilled wants, like factors that are likely to increase pre-purchasers. Pre-purchasers like product factors, situational factors, experience, social acceptability, value-related considerations, demographic characteristics, and personality. That all are factors which increase pre-purchasers. And the output, what is the output? The output is a portion of the consumer decision making model concerned to closely associated kinds of post decision activity, purchase behavior, and post purchase evaluation. Mm, the objective of both activities is to increase the consumer satisfaction with his or her purchase. um, how to post purchase behavior? What is the post purchase behavior? Actually, as a consumer uses a product, they evaluate its performance in light of their own expectation. There are three possible outcome. Actually, there are three possible outcome of such evaluation. Actual performance matches the standard, leading neutral feeling, and the positive disconfirmation when the performance exceeds the standard, negative disconfirmation when the performance is below the standard. An important aspect is purchase process reducing post-purchase cognitive dissonance. When consumers try to reassure themselves that their choice was a wise one, cognitive decisions is inner tension that a consumer experience after recognition, and inconsistency between behavior and values or opinions. And the outcomes of post purchase evaluation, there are three points, like actual performance matches expectation, actual performance exceeds expectation, or positive disconfirmation of expectation, and the last one is performance is below expectation, negative disconfirmation of expectation. So here is all about my presentation. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.